What's up, everybody? Welcome to the Dynamite Watch Party here on Pario Magazine. Solo show this week. As we probably all know, Peggy is crazy and streaming a lot this week, so she's going to take the night off. I'm going to watch some wrestling. I've got the NBA Finals on over here as well, so I may get incredibly stressed later on, but otherwise, how's everybody doing? How are we all feeling ahead of Dynamite? Do we have any predictions for the wild card? I'm leaning towards it being Mercedes, but honestly, could kind of be anyone at this point. Let me just put up a social post to get everyone informed that we are live right now. Go. Now we just got to wait for my AEW to launch the stream so I can watch the show. That would be nice. There we go. Watch now. Watch live. Pop that out. Boom. There we go. We have Dynamite here. We have our streams going on. We've hit record, so we're recording, so I can do some clips later. I think everything's good. Astrid, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Do you have any predictions for the wild card? I'm thinking Monet, but I would also like it to be someone different. I would really like it to be Dakota Kai or Charlie, whatever she wants to be called now. But also, Britt Baker would be nice, but who knows whether that happens. Britt feels like I might be crazy. Why is chat not showing up on? Yeah. Slipknot fan, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Danny Luna would also be good. I wonder if they just want to hold Danny for the UK in August. Because like Danny would be fun, but I also don't know if she has the like mainstream appeal. Like we're going up against the NBA Finals. I think they want to get like a big pop. And I don't know if Danny would have that same effect as a Monet or a Brit. Also, since the NBA Finals kick off today, who's everyone going for? There's only one correct choice. See if everyone can remember the correct choice in this situation. Don't think I have anything in the background that tips it off as to what is the correct option. But there is only one correct option. Also, has TK announced anything new in the last 2 minutes? Nope. Whoa. Are they kicking off with this? Whoa. Uh-oh. Are they starting with that match? That's wild. That is also really loud in my ears. Holy cow. Richmond. Do we get a big return here? There's a guy from here. Scott, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. No. Yeah, we are. We are kicking off with the World Championship. Holy cow. I guess that makes sense. The NBA Finals don't kick off for another half an hour. Let's knock out the world title immediately. Yeah, like I was saying, Astrid, I think Danny will get a massive pop in the UK, so maybe hold her for that. Why is my camera all extra blue today? That's better. Ed, how are you? I'm well. No countouts now. Bobby, Ed. There's too many people on that account that I never know. How are you, Bobby? Auntie Collins, how are you? Is that a Roosh mask helmet thing? Looks like a pain to put on. It's cool though. Big fan of Justin's tie. Do any of you have other predictions for who the wild card might be? Peggy is taking the week off because she's doing all of her game streams this week. So, we gave her the week off because she's crazy. She's streaming basically every day this week. I think today was her only day where she didn't stream. And I was like, that's fair. You take a day off. Which is also why I looked at it as an opportunity. Like, I'm experimenting with Meld and the streaming software. So there should be 2 streams on YouTube. A traditional landscape and then the vertical stream as well. Which for some reason, the chat is not working on the vertical stream. Okay, it's there. Why is it disappearing so quickly? I did see that he posted that Mercedes was close, so that it kind of makes me think Mercedes, but as I said, I would prefer to see someone fresh in that spot. I like Max's Matador jacket. Well, there's a Max reference. A Hangman reference. Donnie, thank you for the follow. Yeah, not often we get a championship defense, but very cool. Wow. This is, yeah, one of those ones where it's like, well, I don't see the title changing hands, obviously, but who knows? Oh god. Okay, yeah. Limited interruptions, starting immediately. They're for sure trying to get this match out of the way before the game one of the NBA starts. I should have worn my jersey, actually. I have a jersey for the NBA finals that I could have put on. Might wear that this evening for Wrestle Radio just to annoy Todd. I love that they just always, they conveniently have a lime green TV cable for Roosh to use. Every single other cable that they use is black. Oh yeah, it's a Spurs jersey. They're my dudes. The Tony Parker, Manu Ginobili, Kawhi days. That was my Spurs. My boys. Oh god. There goes Max. That table did not break. with the cables, Scott. Yeah, it's obviously green so that he doesn't grab like a vital cable, rip it out of a camera or something. It's like, use the green one. There are nuns in Spurs jerseys at the game. What the hell? You get the horns. Gotta do it every time. Nope, can't run away that easy, Max. Scooby Snacks, how are you? Thanks for tuning in. Just checking out this world title match. Waiting for the NBA finals to start. My review for Scary Movie 6 just dropped on Patreon. A busy morning, but a good morning. Watch some wrestling, eat some lunch, watch some more wrestling, talk about wrestling. It's a busy day. It's been a busy week actually because it's Sydney Film Festival season, so lots of trips to the city to watch movies. I have 4 movies in the next 48 hours. Yeah, but we got Tim Duncan, so I'll take it. Thanks, Mr. Stern. Tony Schiavone telling Max to shut up and fight is great. This is certainly a lot more of a match than I was anticipating for this. Kind of expecting it to be kind of chill. See, I'm fine with it because it keeps benefiting me, so I'm highly unlikely to complain when it keeps benefiting me. Fair. like, we're in Richmond. Hangman would make a ton of sense to return after this, but he obviously, with the stipulation, can't challenge for the title. Does he maybe, I don't know, somehow get involved in this and then a New Japan person pops up? Okay, yeah, that makes a lot of sense. As a Celtics fan, you 100% don't want the Knicks anywhere near this win. Clean sweep would be ideal for you. And me. I don't need another 7-game series. That was torture for my heart. Incredibly stressful. Nope. That's a headbutt and a half. I like that idea, Scott. And again, like, yeah, I think the stipulation goes away if Hangman is a bad guy, because he can be like, screw the fans, I'm going against my own word. Nope, we're going to an ad. So they have some ads. Max taking full advantage of this commercial break. I'm going to lay here and not move the entire minute 45. He literally hasn't moved the entire commercial break. I did see NXT do that. It's so stupid. What? No. Hater. No, she's not. I don't think. Now you're making me think, Astrid. I don't think she is. Women's OWEN HART tournament. No. No Jamie Hayter. I guess yeah, she was in the world title match at Double or Nothing, so she couldn't really be in it in case she won. So yeah, they could put her in there now. And yeah, that NXT booking that PLE on the pay-per-view weekend for Forbidden Door is dumb because there's already TNA in the early afternoon, and then NXT is on at the same time as the pre-show for Forbidden Door, and then Forbidden Door's on. It's like they're just hurting their own talent. Like, go the week before or the week after, and you have the entire weekend to yourself. Showcase your talent better. Horns. Oh my god. Well, there goes that fence. Holy cow. Oh man, the second row is lucky he didn't get a fence to the kneecap then. Tombstone on the concrete? Or on the fence? Oh god. Actually, Scott, yeah, that's... Thanks for bringing that up, because I think that's probably my chicken shit for Wrestle Radio later, because it's just dumb. Like, I get the concept of counter programming but like, it's always NXT and they're just getting shafted. It's hurting their own talent. Like 20 minutes. This is much longer than I expected. It's how you know Max is winning, though. The match went more than 5 minutes. Because every time he's lost the world title, it's been very short. Is that a bell lock? That's a cool spot. That was really solid. Good showing for Roosh. Good moment at the end, so he didn't just like tap and lose. Yeah, that's fair. Like, put them on separate screens, but I hate like dual watching stuff like that because I feel like I then don't watch either one properly. I still need to go and watch because I didn't get to watch it last night because I was at that scary movie screening. I need to watch Best of Super Juniors from last night. Okay, we're doing the Briscoe thing again. The conglomerated. Ishii's here. Forbidden door is open. Those conglomeration shirts are hilarious. Just terrible Polaroids of all of them. Oh, Ospreay Mark main eventing. Hell yeah. Love that. Did Mark get more tattoos? Okay, yeah, cool. I'll check that out after PWA if I get a chance. I've just noticed the crowd in San Antonio. They divided it up into sections, so they've got the Fiesta colors for t-shirts for the fans. Pretty awesome. NBA players are just freakish human beings. That's a lot of babies. Just the length on some of these NBA players is insane. Yeah, but the neck tattoo looked really new. It's probably not. It just looked fresh. Yeah, I knew Nick main evented the show yesterday. I love it. I think it's Brunson. There's a Knicks player that got traded to them from the Spurs. So basically, like, regardless of who wins, he has the potential to win a ring. If the Spurs win and they offer him a ring, he can get it. They don't have to, but they can. Which would be pretty wild. To go into a final series knowing that you're basically guaranteed to get a ring. They're all doing that. If you don't move, he can't see you. See, it's like a T-Rex. Run! That is a creepy ass dude. Well, yeah, if you played like a predetermined amount of games for a team, you should get one. Because it's not like you chose to leave, I guess. If you've got traded. Mount. I like that Mark is just treating Leo like a dude, not playing into the creepy thing. Because yeah, his character should not be afraid of this thing. Should just be like, whatever, it's just a dude. Oh yeah, why is Leo in the crew tights? Oh, there's a creepy run. Oof. Blockbuster. Slam here poster. Yep, got him. The heck is this? Hart, how are you? Yes, Todd, I'm by myself today because Peggy's streaming every other day this week, so week off. Yeah, I guess that's weird, Scott, but it's also like they knew. Thank you. I was saying I miss Peggy, but also since you know best, Todd, who's going to be the wild card? Since you apparently always know everything, and we should always listen to Todd apparently, although I highly disagree. Oh, another live collision this week. That's nice. Peggy is streaming game stuff every day this week, so she took tonight off, justifiably. She's got one day this week where she doesn't have game stuff going on, so I was like, yep, take the day off. We're all good. Also, yes, there is an abundance of unused talent, but which one is going to be used? And Hart, how are you doing? Briscoe's going to run out of room here for kids' names if he keeps it up. Nyla would be good. I'd be down for Nyla. And Nyla versus Windsor would be pretty great. I'm pretty well. I'm tired. It's a insane week with the Sydney Film Festival in town, but getting through it. 4 movies in the next 48 hours, and then another 1 or 2 next week. Okay, Mark winning made sense. You gonna challenge Max again? There you go. Wildcard confirmed. It's Todd. I hate that Jay never got to be on the AEW. Terrible. That's who I'm hoping for, Todd. Charlie, Dakota, whatever she gets called. This is sad, but where are we going with it? Damn. where are they going to do this match? Wow. Okay. Moist ass bitch. That's an insult. Yeah, I can't imagine that's a pay-per-view. Unless it's a Forbidden Door and it's like a multi-man. I'm surprised this match isn't main eventing tonight. Yeah. I feel like the TNT title could have main evented tonight, but I guess not. Dynamite Summer Blockbuster in Cincinnati. Is that 1 or 2 hours? But, I mean, 2 or 3. Please only be 2. Okay, they're finally getting the women's one rolling. Tonight, Saturday, next week. 3 in a row. Thank God they put the women on TV at a decent time and gave the world champion mic time. Oh, here we go. Thank God, 2 hours next week. Okay. Who's challenging? Fired from the Japan, the country? Okay, so Julia is in the Survival of the Fittest. Ladder match? Oh, oh, that's a big loogie. Gross. Gross. Good camera shot to catch that though. Well done. So someone has to answer that next week, right? Who the hell would that be? Who would it be? That no, it wouldn't be their current champ, surely. Could be. It's obviously got to be a babyface. Is Maki Ito still in Stardom? Maki Ito Stardom. Yes. She's an idol. Yeah, she's a great loose cannon character. Yeah, I just looked it up. Maki is still in Stardom, so Maki'd be a fun one. I don't follow closely enough to know who else is still in Stardom. Xena could be an interesting choice. She's posting a lot on socials. That kind of suggests maybe she's leaving Stardom, so that might be a way to take her out. Riho would be fun, but Riho's an AEW talent, so it's not really Forbidden Door crossovery. And just with the ladder match tease, Maki Ito does like the hardcore stuff, so a ladder match would make a lot of sense. The idol stuff ties into that. Options galore. I would love like a multi-women ladder match, like an AEW, a Stardom, CMLL, maybe chuck in someone from ROH, just get them all in there. And then because it's a ladder match, you can have the Sisters of Sin sort of weasel their way in and help Tekla, so none of the promotional partners look bad. Young boy Billy. Interesting. England AEW jersey, shirt, World Cup tie and stuff. Do they have other countries? Is there an Australia one? What are they setting up with that, like, faction warfare stuff? Okay, he's not going out with support. No backup. Oh god, Switzerland had problems. I know Peggy has problems with the Swiss, but the US? Why does he not have the global championship with him? Hey, Emily J. I like that they're changing that. Like they've done it at different points throughout the matches and whatnot. Cool. That's an elbow in the face. Well, that guy's dead. Okay. Can we get some Forbidden Door build going? Emily just getting a straight solo shot there. Okay. Did they sign her? Yeah. The longer matches, he tends to take his pants off. That's a weird sentence to say on a stream. How you know? Yeah, I think she's from. Emily's from like Kentucky? Ohio area. Bam fears what? Oh, Don copping it. I know Emily has done multiple like backstage extra stuff. Oh god, they're adding more to the DCF. Ah, okay, so there's your next TNT match. Andrade versus Kevin. Which I guess is like almost a Forbidden Door match as well, because they could do the global. They could put both titles on the line, I guess. And then it is kind of a crossover reshow match. Oh, there's a question we can ask Peggy next week. How many people are in the Don Callis family? One more than last week. Jesus. It's just so many. Your guess is as good as mine of why Kevin is part of the Don Callis family. It like it just makes no sense. Exactly. It's like if you're a heel, you're in the Don Callis family, apparently, basically. Like even Max was loosely associated with them at one point. Like Swerve is kind of the only one that isn't aligned to them, and he's more of an in-between character. Well, yeah, I think it's about 15, maybe 16. I think that's the first time I've seen Kevin, oh, not Kevin, Speedball slip because of no shoes. Come on. Do you think we get a title change here? I wouldn't mind it. But with Andrade's reaction to the Kevin Knight announcement, I don't think we get it. I just noticed, just saw that, Scott. I'll take it. It's a good, nice little boost for the Spurs in this game. We have a nice lead at the moment. National Egg Day. Thanks for the info, Zach. Thanks for tuning in. I don't know if I have any left. I had a whole bunch of boiled eggs in the fridge. If I have one, I will eat it later. Come on, Speedball. Don't just boop Kevin. The hell was that? Oh, it definitely puts an asterisk on it, but like, for a game one, I will take that win to get the advantage moving forward. Hopefully it's nothing serious. He did walk off on under his own power, so it might have just been like a banging of the knees or something, or a slight tweak that they want to make sure is all good. Oh, oh. I just noticed the time. We're going to put the women on at the shitty hour. Exact same shitty time as always. They get a promo just before the top of the hour, and then they get a match at the bottom of the second hour. Excalibur, should we join the Don Callis family? No, I'm alright. Eric, how are you doing? Oh my god, that's a low clothesline. Yeah, I just don't understand how TK, like, with the amount of uproar there was for the women last week, like, how do you not come back the next week and try and do something really different? Like, put them on second, maybe? Just to really break up the, like, this is the formula. I'm pretty well, Eric. I'm a little sleepy, busy week, but we'll get through it. Oh wow, it's a good crowd, nice and loud. Yeah, but I think if they did that, Eric, then you would find that it obviously already gets lower ratings because of this Saturday night time slot isn't ideal. And then if you compound that with it being all women's and will people will use that as an excuse for it rating poorly and then inadvertently bring about a rating even worse. Yeah, you have 2 hours. Use the women in different spots instead of the exact same spot every week. Ah, that sucks. Sorry to hear that. But hey, more wrestling. That's a plus. Uh, no. There's no way you take that and it doesn't suck. Yeah, that's a great block, Wemby. See, they're doing a great job of like selling that Speedball might get the win here. Oh, yeah, I like the idea of like a one night tournament, but it is also hard and like I don't know. I would love AEW to introduce like just a women's pay-per-view thing and make it a yearly thing so it's different from Evolution. Like it's guaranteed there's a women's show every year. Do it in March. Women's Month. Don't think I watched 23. There we go. That makes sense. What was wrong with his pinky? Was it like busted? Badly? There you go. That's why Kevin is in the Don Callis family. So he can cheat to win. Cheaty McCheaterson. No, you've already got a title, sir. Piss off. Oh, that's a 40. Five-second kazoos. What the hell is he on? Who? Who? What that dog doing? That makes a lot of sense. Whoa! That's fired there, Matt. Matt? Okay. That'd be a fun match. Who knows when we get it? Collision, maybe? I'm kind of surprised they didn't do the Who thing a bit more. I guess legally they can't say that they've been talking to them. Don't want to be too obvious. Women's match up next, Scott. Is that what you mean? Eric, who do you have being the wild card? I'm still going to say Charlie, Dakota, Evie, whatever you want to call her. But I also would be absolutely unshocked if it's Mercedes. And then I would also be thrilled if it was Britt. But yes, of course the women are up next because it's the women's minutes. Yeah, I guess MJF had a stable and it felt kind of flat. So I don't mind him not having a stable, especially because it means you end up with basically everybody on the roster hating him and wanting to come after him. Yeah, that was Astrid. Astrid suggested Danny Luna. Oh, that Riho would be cool. My thing with her is I wonder if, like, so if they sign her, I wonder if they say again, like Danny, save her for the UK tours. How long has MJF been in this ice bath? Like, he's still got his wrist tape on. And gear. Here we go. Come on now. That's a very Ospreay looking jacket. Is that an old Ospreay jacket? New music. Is it is Mercedes. Uh, Not really the person to ask that question, Eric, but there's some Rev Pro stuff I'm pretty sure is good. Now that's a ring jacket. Um, so she has to win the tournament now, right? A lot of chains and dangly bits on that ring gear. Yeah. I think the crowd is flat because it's kind of like, it's kind of what everyone expected. I done do the dance good. Peggy loves when I dance. So does Karina. But they're not here to stop me, so I do what I want. Oh, hell yeah. Back to Mexico in August. Yeah, no belts Monet is weird. Reading, Pennsylvania on my mum's birthday. I like that Monet has the sort of orangey coloured hair, like leaning into that idea of ring rust. The 8th of August, Scott? Hopefully, if Mercedes is like back full time now, hopefully the women will start getting booked a bit better. I guess you can also already kind of see that there's tonight, Saturday, next week. Come on. Oh my god. Yeah, and like Peggy said though, like putting Mercedes in this spot makes you go, was this always the plan? And yeah, I agree, Eric. Like now that Mercedes is in this tournament, nobody beats her, surely. She has to basically win the entire thing. And then we get Mercedes Tekla at All In. It will create quite the upset if she loses to someone though. She's kind of dominating this match. Taz, that is the definition of insanity. Not a problem until you answer yourself. Ew. They just showed Timothy Chalamet cheering on the Knicks. Blech. Get out of my house, Timothy. Oh, I agree, Eric. Mercedes is above having to go through a tournament. She could have literally just came out and challenged Tekla for a Forbidden Door match, or yeah, just walked out and said, "I want this," and you almost have to just give it to her. But I guess like if she goes through this tournament and grinds her way to a world title shot, it makes her more of a baby face because like she's earned the opportunity. She didn't just walk into it and demand it based on her name and reputation. Yeah, Spike was on the pre show of the NBA. He'd be sitting there front row somewhere. Did Mercedes beat Windsor for the Rev Pro title? I wonder if that's the case, I wonder if they'd like try and mimic the finish of that in this. Uh oh. There's not going to be a huge amount of time for Ospreay Davis. Windsor beat Monet. I wonder if they try and like invert that finish, do it the other way around. That match on hey Alex, how are you? Persephone Hazuki on Collision should be pretty great. And then Sky Blue Suri next week. Hell yeah. Oh, good to see that everyone managed to be fit and healthy for this, apparently. Because the curse was looking strong. Hey, look, there's an AEW green shirt guy in the crowd. I'm not too bad, Alex. I'm kind of sleepy. Late night last night, but otherwise, not too bad. Yeah, thankfully, Scott, everyone managed to get cleared. Because it looked pretty dicey there when it was announced. God, that's a brutal meteor. Sunset Buckle Bomb. Eric, I haven't watched Collision yet because I just have not had time. Okay, she advances. I'm not overly concerned about spoilers. I'll check it out when I get a chance. Probably skip through it. Is there anything like must watch? I might even just use AEW's YouTube channel and just like click around on their clips. Yeah, she took her belt back. She's got a belt again. That AAA shows. That's a banger show. Have you checked it out? Shivani kind of always sounds that way. Now, why the hell is that match on Collision? That has to be a screwy finish, right? Yeah, but I don't know if that women's tag title match gets people to watch Collision. Yeah, that AAA show is mental. I need to. That's, yeah, I agree with Scott. I think it's Brawling Birds versus Divine Dominion, all in. Makes a lot of sense. Gonna have to scour the internet and see if I can get that summer blockbuster thing logo for our thumbnails next week. Okay, yeah, Garcia Takeshita is definitely one I'll check. Holy cow. Toy Story 5 is out in 2 weeks. What's going on with Don's tie and shirt? Is he wearing a shirt? Oh, I'm sure that Todd loved it. Yeah, I don't know, Alex. I'm very confused. It was a weird look, whatever it was. But even an ascot, that's supposed to be worn with a shirt, right? You don't just wear that with a jacket. Oh, look, the main event is going to start with less than 10 minutes to go. How long is this show going to be? Like, did we need the Andrade match? Could we have not cut that and got the show done in 2 hours? Yeah. Okada needs to get into the world title picture and away from that international title and, like, elevate him to that point while you can, because he's got to be closer to the end than he is to the beginning of his career. And, like, if he never holds that world title, that's a weird blemish to have him on your roster and never hold the world title. So a good point, Alex. Very good point. Yeah, Scott, if they said it was 2.5 hours, fine. Don't tell me it's 2 and then go 2.5. Like, that's where the disconnect happens. It's going to be a 2-hour show, and then it's 2.5 hours later and we're still going. Look, it's Scary Movie star Shaquille O'Neal. Yeah. TNA going to TNA. Yeah, you look back on that and just go, what were they thinking? Incredibly strange choice on the part of TNA. I saw this clip from Collision. It's quite hilarious. Wherefore art thou, Chris Jericho? Maybe? Time to get elevated to the main event. Ba-dum-tsh. Ricochet was on the show last week, wasn't he? I'm not overly surprised Darby didn't get involved. I think he's going to be away for a bit to sell the brutality of that championship run. Because old mate was getting his ass handed to him every show for a month. Crowd's loud now, holy cow. Yeah, I don't think Darby comes back until maybe Redemption. Mark Davis with a championship just looks right. And also, weirdly, an eye patch looks right. I think there's been a few, haven't there, Alex? Well, this is the national title. I would like to see him put it on the line in places other than AEW. Like, the whole point of it was to defend it everywhere. So do that. and not just like Ring of Honor. Especially when they go to the UK and stuff, go to some of those promotions that he made his name in and defend it there and all that sort of stuff. Walker trying to plant some seeds. I like that idea. Yeah, it all depends on how many outside bookings he takes, but also it's imperative on AEW to like get whoever the national champion is out and showing that title off and defending it everywhere. Like, I'm pretty sure Walker will be doing at least a couple of matches. I would love for the whole show to be Excalibur, Walker, and Nigel. That would be, and maybe Taz. You could do a 4-man booth, I guess. Oh, Dunkzilla defends that title in our country. I may have to find a way to get to wherever it is. Because like that'd be huge for an Australian company to get an AEW title defended on their show. Be nuts. Yeah, I guess it all depends on like the matchups and the combinations. Like if there's no New Japan talent in a specific match, there's no need to have like Walker and Chris on the booth. I think Corey's great on AAA. Corey's one of their better commentators. I think Corey's great. Oh my god. If Davis hadn't like popped off in a big way as a singles guy, I think Davis and Doyle would have been immediately put back together, but Davis proved his worth more than being just a tag guy. No surprise, Ospreay's doing everything in his power to make Davis look like a megastar right now. God damn. That's fair, Eric, but I think he's one of the rare commentators that can do both. Like, I think he's great as a play-by-play as well. He's not like pigeonholed into one or the other. Yeah. Yeah, it's a weird circumstance, but it's also like it's a good problem to have. That when they're given these tag guys a singles opportunity, they're making the most of it. I just remembered I have leftover KFC nuggets for lunch. Hell yeah. Oh, JBL on commentary is very good. Yeah. Yeah, the fact that Corey, like, with his brother, has clearly been watching AAA a lot. Like, he knows the ins and outs of the promotion. Face wash. Just touching the ropes. Learning from the Death Riders. I guess it's kind of a mullet. Yeah, it's closer to a mullet than he's had, but just needs a bit of a trim up and then it will be 100% a mullet. Oh, Conan is rough on commentary. It, and it's right. Just because he's the authority figure doesn't mean he can intervene in a match as it's happening. It's what you have the referee for. Left arm lariat. Yeah, I got a 30 nuggets for $10 last night, and I obviously did not eat all 30 in one sitting. It was last week I had 20 nuggets in one hit, and that was, I didn't feel great after that. Yeah, it was 20 nuggets and 2 chips, like 2 regular chips, and I was feeling a bit rough. Uh, Interference can happen. It's not like the Continental where there's repercussions and people are banned from ringside. So interference could happen, but it's very rare. Back chop. Sound like you're from London. Nope, blocked it with his face. Was this going to be the corkscrew kick? Bam! Oh yeah, they put a hell of a path in front of Ospreay to get to the final and earn that world title match. Like, when you're going to go through Joe Davis and potentially Swerve. Oh. Yeah, it's annoying when you get a bad KFC or like a bad fast food chain. Especially like it's KFC, it's not hard. Also, the fact that Swerve has been using that vertebraker a lot more recently, and Ospreay's obviously coming off the neck stuff, kind of makes it pretty obvious that has to be the final. Oh god, no. That was a scary move. Seems expensive for America. Holy cow, Eric. I tend to only get KFC these days when there's like a weird in-app promotional deal like I got last night with 30 nuggets for $10. Stars Clash? Holy. Hitting that back-to-back weeks on Joe and Davis is mental. Ah, Canada, yep. You goddamn loonies. Can't get no chicken for a loony. Oh, here we go. Nailed him. Trent hologram. Death Riders? Where are the Death Riders? There we go. Lance? More faction warfare bullshit. I am still of the belief that it won't be MJF come All In. Like I think All In is Ospreay Kenny. Oh God. Oh. Well, you done messed up there, Mr. Doyle. I love Marina still just going after Doyle. Like, screw you, dude. I'm gonna punch you. All right, get out of here, guys. Oh, Tiger Driver? No, Kyle Fletcher. You asshole. Only Kyle Fletcher could hit a half and half suplex in a full 3-piece suit. Oh, that's a screwdriver. Hey, Takeshita. Oh. Whoop. Whoop. Oh my god. Yeah, I think you could get him like on a decent turnaround for redemption and all in. Oh wow. That was cool. Oh yeah. Ospreay had made sure that Davis came out of that looking like a megastar. Blood and Guts has to be coming up. Yeah. That's it's kind of got to be. I wouldn't mind seeing it being like multiple factions, like Death Riders, Don Callis family, conglomeration, United Empire. Oh yeah, yeah. They're making sure that we know that Ospreay has like developed a submission. Yeah, 20 minutes. Yeah, he got him with another armbar. So he's won every match since joining the Death Riders with an armbar, which makes a lot of sense. But yeah, that's another AEW Dynamite in the books. A good one. Really good one, actually. Good surprises, decent surprises, really good matches. I'm going to get off here, go and eat my chicken nuggets. But otherwise, you can check out my review of Scary Movie Now on Patreon. My review with Bobby and Astrid of Scary Movie 2, 25-year anniversary episode. And what else we got? Next week, I've got some wrestling interviews, Star Wars podcasts, and more movie reviews. So we'll catch you there and catch everyone that tunes into Wrestle Radio later tonight for a PWA review and lots of fun stuff. So thank you all for tuning in, and we'll catch you all next week, hopefully with the wonderful Peggy back and full show. Bye, everyone.